Hi everyone, are you like me and have got lots and lots of files that maybe you store online? Dropbox, Google Drive, iCloud, and the cost of all of these things is adding up because you're buying more and more storage. And online is a really good way to store files because those data centers where they're all stored are all backing up and have systems keeping all of that in check. So you don't have to do things like have two drives of one with the original and one with the backup like I do. So a lot of these are because of photography and video files that I've got. And wouldn't it be great to cut down on that? And I wouldn't say that you necessarily need to get rid of it, but you could reduce the cost. And that's why I got one of these. It's a NAS, Network Attached Server or Storage. And basically what it has is drives inside here. Now it doesn't come with the drives. I had to put those in. But what I've worked out is that this is actually reducing my costs. So what I'm doing is I'm moving stuff that I don't need to keep online onto here where I can easily find it. Now I can then find that remotely. I can pick these files up remotely using a computer, a smartphone like an iPhone that I've got, or a tablet. And I can also share that with family as well. So they can each have their own storage area, and also we can also have shared as well. Now this connects to the router using a cable, and then it's like having a network drive on your network, so anyone can pick up the files remotely around the house when they're out or in an office and so on. So I've got a drive that's in here. It's a 14 terabyte drive. I've got a lot of photos and video. Some of it is work. If I want to add one, here is the holder that it goes into. Here is a drive. It just pops in. There are screws that come with it. Just easily screws in and boom, I put it in here and it's all fairly quiet. So I'm just going to pop that on. I'm going to switch that on because I'm going to show you how you get to your files. That's coming on. It's fairly quiet, just starting up there. It just suddenly made a noise. Now this is an entry-level version. There are others. This is made by a company called Ugreen. There's another very popular company called Synology. I thought they were doing a really good price on these. And by getting these drives, they are more robust drives. The one I've got is the Iron Wolf Pro. There's another one, the WD Red Plus, and they are more robust than your average drive because they're working longer, but I wouldn't say that they are not going to fail, but probably less likely to do so. So the other great thing about this is there is an HDMI port on the back, so I can play videos on the TV. So I can do that controlling it with the app either on the computer or my device. So that's really quite handy. There's a USB-C on the front, so I can plug a drive in and copy directly onto it. So I'm copying them across, some using the computer, some using this as well. So this is really very handy. And as I said, you can get them remotely. Do not rely on this as being your only source of files if they are important. A really good rule of thumb is always have two copies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have online for my really important stuff, probably personal files and things like that. And then I'll probably have a copy here as well, maybe, and one on here. The good thing about this is that I've got all these different drives, and I've got more here. A lot of these are for work, and I do things for clients over several years, and they've got some of their files on this one, some of their files on this one, on this and this. Now they are on here, and I can see where they all are in one place. I have a spreadsheet, so I know where they are on all of these as well. So, this is a very interesting way to do this. So this is very quiet. You can keep this maybe in your living room or something. A really good idea would be for someone else to have one at their place or at the office. And there is software on here for doing syncing as well. So overnight it could sync with that other one, giving me that backup. In that instance, maybe I could get rid of my other services as well, my online services, because it's stored in another place. That's also another really good rule of thumb for backing up, which is why I do choose the online backup as an option, because it's somewhere else. So there you go, that's what you can use this for. Now, in terms of photos and video, this is great storage. If I'm actually editing, whether it be a photo or a video, over the network, this might not be fast enough. So I do need to copy it onto a drive like this as a working drive, which is what I'm going to be doing. But at least I know where they all are, and then I can copy them across relatively quickly and get to them. So this is, I think, a really useful idea if you have lots of files and you're using a lot of online storage. But as I said, don't rely on this just on its own. So let me just show you here how you get to your files. Oh, and by the way, whether it's Windows or Mac, you actually can set it up as a drive. So you see it as a drive and you can just copy things backwards and forwards as if you had plugged in an external drive like this. As I said, you can plug in an external drive here into the USB on the front, so you can copy files across very quickly, and you use the app for that or the browser. And it's really easy to do because when I got this, it gave me all the instructions, really easy. It helped me find this very quickly on the network, very fast. And then I just opened the browser, and then I got apps for the phone and for the tablet as well. So let's just have a quick look here at what it looks like on the desktop. So here I am, I've logged in on my browser. This works in a similar way if you're doing this on your device. You can see you've got things here, files, control panel, storage. If I just click on storage and go to the storage tab on the side, you can see I've already used 10.8 terabytes here. I've got 12.6 available. I've got my files here, so I can see them here. I've got a personal folder, and you can see I've got them stored here. And if I just was to double click on this one, you can see I can get into my files. I can do things like download, move and copy, delete, rename, and so on. I have shared folders. That's where I've put my work ones as well. So there you go. That's what I've got here. And if there was an external drive attached, it would appear here. So just one of the things about these external drives, there is a format that I've found isn't working very well, which is the Apple one, which is the APFS. So drives formatted in that don't seem to be connecting. So there you have it. That's what I've got here. If I had processes going, such as copying, in the top here in the task center, I can go to there and I can see files that are copying, which they're not now. This one I stopped, which is why there's a task error there. So if I go to my Finder here, and this would be very similar if you're using Windows, over here you can see I have got my drive down there, and it's got access to my folders as well, so I can connect up very easily over here. And then I can just use this as if I'm using a drive. But as I said, it can be a little bit slower to work like this. So there you go. That's how it works on the browser. It's very similar if you're using one of the apps on your device. And as you saw there, I can have it as a drive as well. And that works on Windows and Mac as well. So it's really easy. You can share this with all members of your household, or even people remotely, or in your office if you're using it for your office work. And they come in all different sizes as well, depending on the capacity that you need. I hope you found this useful. If you do like this, please do like, share, and subscribe.